Hi guys, it's Jeff. It's been a while. Had an awful lot going on. Mojo's just not been so great, but I've got a project I've been working on and I wanted to share it with you. I got lots of boxes back here of all the bits and pieces. I just wanted to show you before I actually started putting it together what it looked like. So this was a 3D print. I bought a file off of a guy. He goes by the name Redneck 3D, and it was on Cults3D.com. I'll put links to all that stuff in the description, so if you want to take a look at this file or the instructions or the other stuff that he's developed. I'm still trying to learn Fusion 360 so I can do my own stuff, but for the meantime I've been printing some stuff that I thought maybe a few of you guys might find interesting. Okay, so let's go ahead and turn this around and I'll show you what I've got on the table, and then I'll start getting it put together, and I'll come back a week or so and I'll show you the progress I've been making. And I've also got the other models that I started before I kind of, took a little vacation, I guess you'd say. So we'll get those done too. Anyway, let me show you what I've been working on. Okay, just wanted to show you a few things here before I actually start doing the assembly of what's involved in this kit that I've 3D printed. This is 1/10 scale. Here's the gun shield. Okay, all these parts were printed on a FDM printer, the K1 Max by Creality. I do need to do a little finish work. The layer lines are very small, but in order to get a good finish, I want to do a little bit of cleanup. So here's the shield, and here are the parts to attach the shield. That would be basically back here. I haven't decided yet if I'm going to put the shield on. We'll just have to see how it looks. Here is all the parts for the front bogey. It took me a long time to print all this stuff. It's just about 300 parts. But, the actual instructions call for this to be printed in a kind of a soft rubbery material, which I did not do. This was originally designed as a something to be pulled behind like an RC vehicle, and I don't intend on doing that. It's just going to be a static display. So these are hard. I 3D printed them in white PLA, but then I went ahead and painted them black, and I'll probably give them one more coat of paint before I finish with it. Here's the rims that go in here, and this does have dual tires, front and rear, so that's your 2 tires. There's the fenders. Okay, I got 2 fenders and 4 tires, and this is the frame for the front bogey. And here's the tongue for towing it. There's lots and lots of other parts. This is the part that's I think it's a fender mount, and it's also for attaching the gun. And here's a leaf spring. There's full leaf springs on this, and several other bits and pieces to make it look a little more realistic. Like I say, I've still got some sanding and things to do on this. This is I think it's a shock absorber, and that came in halves. I'll have to glue that together. Okay. There's the well, that's not the axle. Yeah, that is the axle. And the front one actually has turning spindles. Here it is here. So this will mount here. So you can actually turn it, and it's all articulated with the towing arm. So the front one and the rear are very, very similar. About the only real difference is that there's no towing arm on, no hitch on the rear one. This is the back one, basically the same thing. It's got a little winch, and this is the communication cables. They've got it's a 3D printed roll, looks like wire. I may go ahead and look for some wire. These all need a little bit more cleanup work. But that's the rear bogie. The gun, here's the barrel. I had to print it in several pieces. My printer doesn't print long enough, big enough to do that. If I can get it even all on the camera. Okay, this is the breech here, or part of it. It's all keyed. There we go. And here's where the shell would be put in, and that's going to be all keyed. There'll be a piece that'll go in there. That's part of the mount that'll go down below. Took a lot of time to print these, and I still got a lot of cleanup work to do. But I wanted to show you before I got started on putting it together what was actually involved. This is the gun carriage. Here's the center, and this is the base, and there's a gear that goes on here that will allow the gun to swivel. Here are the legs for the carriage. Now the two on the sides can be folded up. That's what travel mode is. And then the two on the opposite sides are rigid, and that's what actually connects to the gun carriage, or the bogies, I should say. So that's how big the base of it will be when it's all put together. Here's the little stabilizing feet that'll go out here on the ends, and they came with like a stake that they drove in the ground. These are set up to be glued to the sides, but normally they would be, staked down if it was in actual use. And here's a travel lock for the gun barrel. It would go here. So when it was in travel mode, this would be what would be used to hold the barrel in place. Lots and lots of pieces. It came with some really good instructions, a PDF with breakdowns of where everything goes and how many are needed and everything. So it's been pretty easy to figure out, what goes where. Here's they call it the elevation arc. This is the base that goes above the pedestal. And this is I'm not sure which way these go, but the sides, I'll have to do some looking to exactly which way things go. These are, I think they call them like attenuators. It's where the recoil is absorbed, and you actually put a spring in there. So when the barrel on this will elevate, if I do it right, and it will traverse if I do it right. The kit is actually set up for the big parts to be actually screwed together. The small parts will be glued. These are like the aiming parts. Okay, so we've got a gun sight. all the other little bits and pieces, the wheels for the elevation and the traverse. Those of you that have worked with the 88 Flak Gun will know what a lot of these pieces are. Got a lot of work to do, but I just wanted to record what I did here before I actually get started. Here's a bracket for the seat. I don't remember just which way these go, but there's a seat, and these are the part that the feet go on. So that's about all the regular pieces. Then I've purchased, this is some springs that I bought just to have a couple extras, and screws. I've got 3mm, and here's 2mm screws. I've got 4mm, but I don't think I'll need them for this project. But got plenty of the screws. I've got some CA glue. The wheels actually have ball bearings, so that they'll turn. Like I say, this was meant to be set up to where it could be towed. But these were meant for skateboards. So the wheels will actually turn. This is for the traverse and everything, all the gears. So I went ahead and picked the bearings up so that could be used. One thing I'm going to do this time that I've never really done before, the paint on the wheels or the tires is this stuff, apple barrel. One of the friends of mine, Johnny, at Hillbilly Modeling Bench, uses this stuff all the time, and he's very happy with it. I couldn't, the problem with this, which is not really a problem, is this comes in lots and lots of colors, but it doesn't come like color matched to military. So I can't get the actual colors that you need for, you know, German gray and all that kind of stuff. But I did a little experimenting. This is burnt umber, and I got 3 of these, and this is a gold, King's Gold they call it. But by mixing these, I can get real close to the yellow that the German artillery used. So I'm going to be giving that a try. And once I mix up, I'll mix up a big batch of it and spray it once I get the color that I want. So that's basically what I got. Sorry I haven't been doing videos for a while. Been a lot of things going on. And I had a friend, Peter from Ozscale Modeling, passed away, and that kind of killed my mojo. But hopefully I'll be able to get this put together in fairly short order. I've also got the other kits that I was working on before things kind of ground to a halt that I need to get finished. And I'm working on the Shearborn, the wooden model ship, a little bit at a time. I've finished the hull on it, and I've got it painted. I need to start working on the rigging and all the stuff above deck. So that's going to do it for today. I hope you guys like this. I know it's something completely different than what I normally do, but I've been really enjoying the 3D printing. The guy that designed all this stuff has several other vehicles that are in the 1/10 scale. He's got a Puma and a couple of gas trucks and several tanks, some other things. So you can go over to Colts 3D, which I'll put a link in the description, and you can see some of the other stuff he's done. I'm also working with Fusion 360, and I'm trying real hard to learn to design my own stuff. Eventually I want to do some design work and 3D print some of my own models. I've got several that I'd like to try and recreate at a bigger scale than what is available in like 1/35. So lots of things going on right now, but I hope you guys enjoy this. I'll be back really soon with another episode of this, and then I'll get the Landwasserschlepper and some other things finished up, and I'll show you the finished models on those. You guys have a great day, and we'll talk to you real soon. Thanks. Bye-bye.